Today, Saturday, the 16th day of May, 2020. And when you say on Saturdays, we can call in a table the things them way happen inside Sierra Leone for the past week. And I don't know what do today. But first, we want to give the status COVID-19 update for today. And as always, I can look for compare them to last Saturday where we've been there. Last Saturday where we've been there. The total cumulative confirmed cases where we get as alone now 291. 291. That was last Saturday. Today, the 16th day of May. Last Saturday, will be the 9th of May. Today, the 16th day. We total cumulative confirmed case number now 462. From 291, we get now 462. Last Saturday, we will be there. The total number of people will not be able to fight against COVID-19. We lost the battle, now be 18. 18 people now then be lost the battle. We lost their life to COVID-19. 18 people last Saturday. Today, now 29 total we get. 29 total. So 11 people now they lost the battle to COVID-19 just from last Saturday to today on Saturday. 11 people from last Saturday to today on Saturday. The active number we been get last Saturday, the one them waiting at the isolation center, the active one them, now be 215. Today, the one them waiting at the isolation center were actively positive with COVID-19, now 327. Last week, 215. This week, 327. Over 100 people, like 108 people. I hope you take note of all the numbers them what they give. Make you see the seriousness just in 1 week. And also we can there every day, except on Sundays, but if fine make we they know from last Saturday to Saturday. The changes they get per we numbers them. The one the wedding at the isolation center, 215 last week. Now, we get 327. 327, you can imagine. The number of people who will be in a quarantine last week will be 1,661. And why they say last week, I mean Saturday. Will be 1,661. Today, now 2,053 are they in quarantine. Recoveries last week are 58, and we've been get. But this week we get 106. 106. We tried that side for the recoveries. Because if we began 58 last, and now we get 106, I think it's a plus for us, for the people that way be able to beat COVID-19 na salon. But today on, we get 15 new cases. And we get today 15 new cases. Last week, now be 34 we been get the Saturday. But I think good, we get 15. I just want to give you the numbers here. Make we know how it been done last week to today. And I believe say we all don't able to forget their numbers than they. And these are the things them we pass through Sierra Network for the week. We'll come to the COVID-19 back, but I'll just scroll through the website and able for make we put the things them we pass during the week. Last Sunday, wake in the morning, we get updates. The Ministry of Information and daily update for the COVID-19. Right after that, a video began for surface and social media of the resident minister North, Abu Abu. And we'll be uploaded the video on our page. And we'll be asked people already following for watch that particular video day. And that particular video day don't get over 22,000 views. Now you don't get. I remember when the video was uploaded, people then come and begin bash Sierra Network. Say, I think I no more and then they upload. Why they upload this? There was a particular individual where Naposi be the take part in this program, and he go hard on the comments, blaming Sierra Network because him feel say in party they in the right standing or whatever. And he even go to the extent he called AAA name. So I began for delete the person. He be even then the WhatsApp. I even block and they. Maybe if you find any other kind way now way they listen to this, maybe he listen on a YouTube. Yes, I did that. Because if you think say waiting then another video, we will come to the release we come after. And what to make you feel say the release we come after. But people we be they in support, be they come after Sierra Network thinking to say we just want to blow the thing out of proportion. It's not even that necessary because Salon people and Tranga is, so it was necessary for put them out there like that. But I'm sorry, you keep all waiting you want for doing comment, but when you take them personal, you will be booted out. This is just that. And if it being that wrong, why we get a press release and why we get something from status where they deal with the matter? What if it not be go out there in a public? What if the one that we concerned, wait for taking from decision, they not be see dandy? We will come to waiting at the aftermath of all this. And that particular Sunday day, there be 16 new cases, 9 new recoveries, and will not be get anybody who beat COVID-19. After that video, they will be also learn for say the resident minister not they don't suspend them for waiting and call say he be try for propagate a shoot to kill policy. They say now he be they try for propagate a shoot to kill policy, so I make them be suspend them. Now one day, now Uma Ufofana be first put them. Then later we get an official statement from status. We want for make we all know say definitely the resident minister they don't suspend them for waiting happen not a video. We see a lot of people go out begin say alone. Okay, we begin for land say the Madagascar COVID-19 organic we don't reach Salon finally. We don't say I believe say now not a news, but before the last weekend, like people let me they ask. Well, let me get for confirm to we say don't reach Salon. And I don't know if we'll all be see, but AYV on Sunday, the last Sunday, then we get a panel how for foster and maintain peace na Salon. And that day then be deal with past Sunday and will be put an eye. We will also see a live video we will also be share where the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, be gonna airports where the special flights become from UAE, where they become gift and the vice president be make clear we no say that particular gift day it come up from UAE and because the president be go there and he be go make good party business with the one in the UAE and I make them safe be member for send we something at this time where we all there for fight against COVID-19 na salon. We are yet to see a long list of waiting be day na that flight day and waiting then can't wait. We all see that particular day they talk about social distancing, they talk about people and taking precaution. When then things the day then be pull and come out inside the flight and then put on now we own soil, we say a lot of people we go without even any precaution, begin touch them, they play, they try for see waiting like you don't even know how safe are those things. You don't even know how safe them be. But as them pull on, we see a lot of people will be they touch. Maybe they touch and play with them like say they want fix and find or someone be the fit for read. Just put themselves in, if just in case something else, Sierra Leone, we really need for land. And on Monday, we'll be registered 31 new cases and 1 new death and 5 new recoveries. Yes, Monday, we'll be get an article where the mayor himself right we say 2 years on as mayor of Freetown Municipality. And the All People's Congress, they want to make we all know say they're greatly disappointed at President Bio in speech. That might be a press release where they write in a paper where they give. Again, me, they try to advocate say every press release where they come out from either government, NGOs, CSOs, MDs, anybody whatsoever, where they give press release, then for try for use the new form we don't do now. Make people interpret them now with different languages them, then self-share on a WhatsApp. They even go wider than them big English then they will can write for go on TV and read them. Men are they left. But when we self begin for interpret them press release here, do them in an audio form, put on a WhatsApp, put them everywhere. I think say the people who they really try for targets, then go get them. Unless because I don't hear a lot of times when they ask why when they talk when English has been so for the international partners them. That the international partners them. Even when addressing the people, even if you want to encourage the people and for do something, you make it in a form of statement. They not go put them and create, they not go get people and for interpret them. They don't go get. Then go just pull the paper there and expect, say, the one that they take the kush, the pampas water, the one that they do the wrong, then go read them. I don't think so. Unless some of if for me could take the book, say yes, we've done this. We have begin press release and we take them. And that's it, well, I guess. But this new age where we're now, we for utilize waiting day. We're not for just say we stick to waiting, we feel say not the professional way. The May 2020 criminal high court session go commence. Now they now waiting the judiciary of Sierra Leone be want make me you know. They say based on waiting President Bio say. So then go commence the May 2020 criminal high court across the country. We get a posting we'll do where title Dr. Samora Kamara is safe and sound. And what may happen? We be learn say on social media, police them, 2 truck, 3 truck, everybody be the talking on. We go now Dr. Samora Kamara in house. The land say people let me gather there and you know say now they say no gathering. So they say them we go there. So a statement will come out from Dr. Samora say it is safe and sound and the police then go, they do their checks, then she say no other people will not be there, but like he was doing his thing and everything, and he'd be safe and sound. Again, people in Canada posting there how this network, it's so sweet for make you just see one green person talk something negative and can't see the boku people and we go can't repeat or can't concur. So because the network put say Dr. Samuel Kamara is safe and sound, then can be get right again. This network we don't know. That's also APC. Now APC then depa. Now make yesterday, the other day, then put Abu. Now Abu, they don't suspend her. The hearts don't cool. My dear brother. When we go able for they do things for the sake of Sierra Leone, if you come to Sierra Network, you will get a balanced news. We're not there for the feed one side. We're there for feed people them. We want news. That's why, apart from the Sierra Leone Telegraph, any other media in Sierra Leone can't compete with Sierra Network website about updated news from Sierra Leone. From every aspect, no matter whether you follow, you must get news there. Because we there for try for fill in the gap. We're creative in this platform because of the thing OCC lacking. Naimic. So when you come here, just go with the flow. Read what's in there for you. If you feel say that other party not there for you, just leave her. And read your own side. A strong warning for the Attorney General of Sierra Leone. He say, he want make everybody in Sierra Leone know, any person, they don't care whose kind of position where you hold. If you interfere with any criminal investigation without lawful justification, then go arrest you and you go face the due process of the law. The Attorney General, they warn. They say because they fed out say some people then criminal case they can investigate, people and they go and sabotage the case, people and they go and try for play with the case. So they want for make they not care whose position where you hold. Then I wait in the press release. Say. They say, but if you interfere, then go arrest you. So if you're not that person where they interfere, but then criminal case there, where then they investigate na salon. If you not that person there, you stop because they say they don't care whose position you hold, but then go arrest you. Then they come up from the Attorney General. Na in Tokam. We be also learn say Cisco then donate some video conferencing kits to the government of Sierra Leone. I like that donation there. And Cisco now one of the world leading companies when it come to technology. So I want for believe say na good thing and then go give Salon government too. And I hope say we go utilize them well during COVID-19 and even after COVID-19. So they want to work in the take trip. Say they want to go so and so side, they want to go so and so side, they want to go so and so side. You can do video conferencing now. Secure one at the comfort of your office, provided you get a good internet. But this they don't give Salon government. So we hope say the government go use them this time for COVID-19 for make we talk to we partners them, rally with other countries that would affect, let them give you the information they will self need and everything. But after that, we will utilize them back in a way and manner where we're not going to travel so we won't go under for this conference, that conference, but we go use them because since we not get money, we could in our house. What will be laying at table Tuesday? Now for say APC say then greatly disappointed with President Bio's speech. We all know how that one they go. Tuesday we pass through. Now be the president and the vice president them birthday. And whosoever be wish them happy birthday. And that particular day, We be get 0 new confirmed case na Salone. Now only 1 person be lost the battle, and also we get 0 new recoveries. That particular day, we get question mark. Some man be feel say, na happy birthday, na the AOC be one give the president. But later we began land say, the people them, where they do the testing them, it's like say, na them be lay the testing kits them down. Say they know they make request, then look no one for yeri them. So now me then lay the testing kits down. Now so them be try for, now so the word on the street, now so be they try for say. But if you see or read political, it's like say not true. We be visit Congo market and we'll be share the link for follow. Go YouTube because now they we'll be just can share them. And we'll be also share the video. We'll say let me they sing happy birthday for the first gentleman of Sierra Leone. We be lay na table line on Tuesday the failure of the inter-district lockdown due to unpatriotic citizens them. You remember Musa Kamara from 98? What did he do? You know, say now be lay na not so. We will be there. We know how that one day be come out for we. On Wednesday, 49 new confirmed case. Now 49 day, then be it was 40 from Tuesday. With that number they not be come out. And the 9 from Wednesday, now we can go to 49. 1 death and 25 recoveries. On Wednesday, the government of Salone, they want make me, say, Nti Abu. The resident minister not. He did on suspension. Then I be that gap there left empty. So the resident minister Northwest, when our Honorable Aja Aisata Abdullahi Kamara, when I be the running mate for Kamarimba, in case you don't know that na this resident minister not. I be the running mate for Kamarimba 2018 election. But now the resident minister Northwest. So now, you don't get the power for make it act as the resident minister North. Well, we'll not see anybody we cover your own place, so which means now cover the entire North and Northwest now. That if this statement, because we'll not see anybody we go cover your own place, so now cover the entire Northwest and North. On Wednesday, we see the First Lady of Sierra Leone. On Tuesday, he will launch the program, the day for the president in birthday. And on Wednesday, we see the trucks them all across, even to today. The trucks then they all across the country. Say then they feed 10,000 households nationwide. Yes, the First Lady of Sierra Leone say they feed 10,000 households nationwide. And if you don't do on social media, definitely you don't see one party pop up there. That was a laudable venture. And me, I don't know how to put it, because they launched the program on Tuesday. And by Wednesday, we just see live from Kono, live from here, like all the trucks that don't go. Which is good. This is a very good one. And we hope say the people will deserve them, now then they get her. The one that will deserve them, now then they get her. Small business then as alone, then they suffer from the impact of COVID-19. And we come here, we go waka, na Malama Thomas Street, to then shop owners them, where they sell material. We go waka to them. I don't know if you don't watch that video there. And I think say even next week, one day we will come and can discuss the impact where the small businesses then they suffer in a salon due to this COVID-19. We don't upload the other video where we go na big markets. You know, say big markets, mostly na they then can buy them souvenirs them for Sierra Leone like tourists. You're waiting the people and say. We don't go again, we don't go Lumley Market. Go to Sierra Network Production on YouTube. You will see all them videos then there. We will also share another press release where the Sierra Leone Children and Youth Organization then we put out. They say they're deeply concerned over the detention of Hussein Moksin Sise. They say they're deeply concerned about in detention. And waiting we get for land from this particular organization, then tell we say, then say this particular young man be take upon himself for the care of food go for Dr. Sylvia Blyden na CID. They say this particular day where the bobo care food go, then be get for arrest them. Say he be take picture where then they interrogate Sylvia Blyden. That's a waiting then tell we based on the press release. So from that, 10 days them don't arrest the bobo and a day na CID then an. And so the 10 way them pull the press release and say na 11 days. And that's that happen. Nobody know they talk to them. And then say they don't talk to the young man. The young man say no to Indoam. They say the young man say, you know, they even enter with him phone. How now Ingo take picture with the phone? Other people and they say out of this same organization say, you know, even right now the wall, say not for take picture day. So everybody they talking on. But people they say is a young man, make them grant and bail. But now they say court, well, until courts go begin sit from next Monday, from Monday. So maybe we go see any trial and make things then be done lawfully and speedily. And that same Wednesday day will be land in the evening, say 5 people and be lost in battle with COVID-19. We also see outside Dr. Samara Kamara say he donate food and non-food item to the Muslim community them where they observe the month of Ramadan right now. The mayor be one for make we know say in don't hand over then get some drainage projects and where then they do and he hand over 2 of them drainage projects then they to the contractors them make them go start the work. So in that comment I see a lot of people be the comment say how na rain season and they go say then they make drainage. I mean therefore not them for be don't do them before the rains then come. The money not to Freetown City Council. Now with development partners them. Now then they sponsor that particular drainage project there. So if the way they sponsor you, not give you the money, you they able for good one? I don't think so. Because this particular project who they talk so, the Freetown City Council say, now World Bank funded project. But this World Bank funded project, now the Ministry of Finance with UNOPS and also Concern Worldwide, now then they implement them. Even though the World Bank they give the money. And on Wednesday, what will be deal with now? The mayor, 2 years in office. And people begin their own percentage. How then think say the mayor of Freetown don't work. On Thursday, we get 21 new cases, 0 death and 0 recoveries. We'll be asked a question. This is not something we will really get for do maybe one day next week. We ask a question on Facebook. Say, we all know say currently the schools them then close na salon. However, some private school and then they ask the parents them for pay the 3rd term school fees. And some of them go to the extent and say, any pikin will not pay that third term school fees day, they promote, they get results. That's not the private school anymore, not a government school. So that particular first thing they will do, it be a trend. Some people, they say, yes, they agree because they tell you the school lock. Some of them, schools here be there on exam. And even when the school lock right now, some of them, they do online teaching with the Pekin and them private school and then get administrative cost for take care of. Some man, they say, if you send your Pekin go private school, you're on your own. We'll not deal with Andy. Some man say, no, this not right. The government need for come inside. Make I take your mind back. Say the same thing happen in Ebola thing. Say Ebola thing, but them be lock school. Say the same thing happen. Even somebody go and comment, they say, but Ebola thing, so this thing happen. Then ala say, but government not put on. Because what they do? It's in a private school. So they are on their own. But you feel say government for stepping or because in a private school, they need for deal with it on their own. But next week, we'll go find a day where we go come with this anyway. We be land say Sierra Leone Parliament be approve Dr. Harding and also David Pandanoa and 9 other people for the various position where if they don't please His Excellency for make he give them. And then people here, now Honorable Dr. Prince Alex Harding, we now the National Commissioner for Privatization. Engineer Abdullah and Sumana, we now the Deputy Director General of SLRA. We also get Mrs. Sabik Bello, we now the Chairman Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Local Content Agency. We get Engineer Trudy Morgan, when a member, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Local Content Agency. We get Mr. Sheku Matia, when a Deputy Commissioner, Insurance Commission of Sierra Leone. Mrs. Aja Mariama Fatumayas, Member Corporate Affairs Commission. Mr. Lloyd Indolo Jusu, Esquire, Member Corporate Affairs Commission. Brother Mahmoud Fode Sise, Member Corporate Affairs Commission. Mrs. Amy Elizabeth Green, Member Corporate Affairs Commission. Mr. David Maurice Pandanoa, Minister of Internal Affairs. Mr. Paul Safa Tapema, Deputy Executive Director, National Youth Service. And then people here all be there in a parliament where parliament approve, no questions asked. We will also launch the Sierra Leone Parliament be ratify 5 financial agreements. Go on our website, the list today. Big shake-up, tsunami hits Sierra Leone Police. The Deputy Inspector General of Police, Fode Dabo, and 4 other Assistant Inspector General of Police, they send them on retirement. They send them on retirement. This one trend, because people begin asking, yes, they get right for send them. If they don't pass the age when are 60 and a saloon for retire, then for go on retirement. Then some people begin asking, why not they want them there? You don't see Sovola, he looks past 60. They say he looks past 60. But waiting in age. We don't say that one day not easy for get out of an African. Also, the age of an African, even in the diaspora, even those parts in the West. Because yeah, you're on the ages. But how many of you begin to know I'm almost here you? But come back to this matter. People in the question say, why now? And why the sudden say them all for go with them for retire? But, say, now the vice president, now the chairperson for police and board, Okay. We be also land say FCC for start effective social distancing measures within the local markets them. Within the local market, Freetown City Council for start effective social distancing measures. Well, now that will be laying a table. And we all will be take part there. We know how the talk be come out. Even though Bokuman be feel say in order for work in a salon, Bokuman back feel say if we try, we go able. Well, we hope say it go happen. And we be land say on Friday, we get 39 new cases, 1 new death, and no recoveries. And so, right now, draw, they inside the Maritime Administration. Yes, then get small draw, small misunderstanding. The Transport Minister is suspend the person where the President appoint. And so it be. The Transport Minister is saying suspend the presidential appointee. Well, we'll go for see how that one the end. We'll be also land say Amnesty International. I don't know if you be listening, was it on Friday or on Thursday? Then they on 98.1, the Good Morning Salon. And I believe say you will listen, you know, the Bokutin them, where the person, the country representative for Sierra Leone for Amnesty International, where he say they worry about and they want to know about. I believe you, if you listen to that program, there, you'll be hearing them. We also learn from ACCC, the former SLMA, the Maritime Administration, the head of procurement, ACC Net, don't catch and pakum for some misappropriation. And remember that name they will read, where we go through Parliament, to Parliament approve. Well, yesterday themselves be going as status, and then go take the oath of office, and the president be there for administer everything. We be learning from the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School, say they don't create a digital platform for education stakeholders them, where they self be able to come and make a grip out of it, so that they not go just left so that kind of way they, because say lockdown day, school they know they happen, then they know they refresh themselves, and for help for refresh them students them within a house. Yesterday we learn a table. Say Sierra Leone frontline workers them, they say them go on strike because waiting do for over 6 weeks or up to 6 weeks now. They not receive them pay in bonus. Waiting we get today. We get 15 new cases. 15 new cases now we get today. You remember I don't do the comparison for last Saturday to today. So you know how we be passed with them, but for today on 15 new cases, 2 new deaths, 9 new recoveries from COVID-19. Now we get today. Anti-corruption. One make me say, now we serve them for talk to, or them for really talk to them people. Or they want make say, then they tell them people, yeah. Then say, anybody will default for declare in income, in assets, and also in liability. And the people who then they say anybody, then say public officers, we default, we not agree for, we act like say forget, we no know say for do, for declaring income, in asset, and in liability. Then say it go face the penalty as prescribed by law. He go face the penalty as prescribed. That's not the exact word they use. As prescribed by law. He go face the penalty. I wish we can know whose penalty day. When was this amended? Because if not that the penalty day, then I nothing say the people and go even shake self for say they want declare. If that the penalty day. Since they don't tell we say na as prescribed by the law. But we wait and see. They don't get into the end of May. And so that feels like a problem now for declare, make it go meet them. Make them see how then they sort that out. Because the deadline don't pass. The deadline don't pass, but they don't extend them. They don't buy you, then don't extend them. So if May done, you not go declare. We hope say the anti-corruption net, it go baps you. Mango. But like I said, if I be fine, make we see waiting as prescribed by law mean. Something the way they trend on social media this morning. When are between Natcom, Africell, Orange, and QCell. Natcom, Africell, Orange, and QCell. The three mobile company them, with the one where they regulate them. The principal, the teacher, the papa. Well, QCell pull a press release. Say, QCell not able for call Africell and Orange. They're not able for call anybody with QCell. So then pull press release say, they're not the Orange or Africell, they don't owe them. So they don't know why they want them, they block the calls. And QCell on the press release states say, the two money them, now because them block the call them after business hours. Where QCell no go even able for one go meet Africell or Orange. You know, say I always see 5 o'clock, we see them lock pangai, all thing no. Past and they can't do back on Friday. So even this morning where we do that posting, the people and still the comment say, no wonder they try for call with me, QCell sim and not able. QCell say they don't owe. Now Natcom come. Natcom say, with their own instruction. And QCell claims say, Natcom not even inform them. Natcom say, then they don't get talks with QCell. For say, you remember when they do that flow rate? Where they say everybody now for charge 590. You remember? You know, say QCell be the charge way less than 400 loans, then be the charge. And Natcom say they not for go below 590. So Natcom say QCell not be agree for a reward. They not tell we if QCell be go above, well, they say the floor. So that means say QCell not come up to that 590. QCell be still the charge. QCell say, then we don't change, then we do what they're supposed for do. Natcom say, then we engage QCell for warn them, tell them say, then we don't tell them say them for increase the price to 590. But QCell not be great for your reward. That's what Natcom say. So then go ahead and enforce what they enforce so. But QCell say, then we don't do what they get for do. Natcom say now for the good of the people them. Now they do this so, they write and they back now them press release. Say what they do so, now for the good of the people. For tell QCell say, make them come out from 400 loans, can begin charging people at 590. They say now for the good of we all. They say QCell not greed one. So now I make this happen to them. A lot of conversation be there around that. I don't know what you take about that, but you go find make you read what Natcom say and what QCell say. Another video we make rounds on social media. Now this video where gets them disabled guys them, where they talk about the way where a security guard with Lahai Lawrence Lima, when at the Deputy Internal Affairs Minister, where he say he slapped them. Unfortunately, this particular video, it don't turn from helping a disabled, can turn now to political issue. The other day, we see somebody back go meet a different set of disabled guy them and make a video. The one they talk against the one they will be talk now that previous video. Now we don't get number 3 video. Somebody again don't go meet the same mobile where they be slapped by that first video. We say they slap him by the first video. And the same mobile still team up by own story where he talk. Even though the second video, the one that they claim say, oh, na political issue, then call a party. Why be say, even if it come to something, we get for the guy go inside politics? Eh? Why we get for the guy go inside politics? Why?
In one way, you for use as person who they work on the street or prevent yourself for other things. They get the one who doctor in the use, when they did for operation, who not to hold it and they wear them for a long time. They then get some people who they use like then dust, work, who then they do some other side, and then chemical they use. But the one who like doctors in the use, I think they call N95. That N95, then are the one way doctors in the use now the surgery. And at the time the way they see mostly some people that they buy, now then shop then pharmacy then they use. Well, like that type, then they will be recommended for people in who they work on a street or who they do on a long term with them for a long time. Either they sell in a market or it's done, they do other work for a long time where you know go pull them. It's only advisable for the surgeon and other people in. Like the one that now want to adjust the ordinary face mask, or like the one where they mix with cloth and other things, the one that they recommended for use. Already, they will breathe in and out. But again, I see some particular one, like I talk, so the one that we patient they for use, when a positive pressure they get, when a just intake of air. The air not they come out that much. Because I see some people, I don't know if I some few clips where I see some people when they talk, they see like when they blow balloon up and down, so up and down. You see the face mask, they move up and down so continuously. So that's what they don't tell you, say that particular face mask today. When you breathe out, you know, they give beaucoup oxygen out. I mean, carbon dioxide out of your mouth and your nose. They, you know, they take in beaucoup oxygen. So the advice people and know say, first of all, let to all type of face masks and we just wear. Now the simple one will be say we will just breathe in and out. We will prevent any microbe for enter. Even though the virus of itself, this particular virus, now nano, that is very, very small. Let's say it likely will pass through some of the areas there inside the mask day. But it depends the type of mask back where they use and how long did they use them. I just want to advise people and say let them continue for use the mask, then more with the cotton when they put double layers, especially in that area where they advise them for use in public place, instead of they use the medical mask. Because the medical mask now they restrict you. Then they get other one will be seen like a tube so, the tube like, when they wear an out back, then they talk. You will let no say it suffocate you because when they exhale, they get for exhale CO2. They get for get time for take oxygen back. So during this process, if you just get the pump in and out, that air they will inside a particular small compartment of your mask, you know, they go out. That now like them type mask will look tight. Now people in face, they're very tight. You know, they allow no air for come out. And they advise them say no use them at all. Because in the end, instead of they get fresh air, you know they get oxygen enough, then the CO2 for exhale, it can't inside your back. Then obviously it will begin to cause tiredness by you, headache. So that's now one advice I just want to give. And that other side of the face mask back, so like some people when they get glasses then they worry actually how to begin use glasses while they wear face mask. You find out say where the face mask, the normal one, where we say the breathe, the air they move up towards your eye. And it causes a mist because when they exhale, they also exhale water vapor at the same time with CO2. So that water vapor, they say the rise come up now your glass there, it form like a dew or mist. So my only advice what I just get and a few things that I don't find out, they say you go able to use a small tissue paper, then you fold down into 6 parts, it's small six parts, you fold down flat, then you put it at the top edge inside the church now you nose bridge. Then you can't push it halfway up, then you lock now you hold on tight to where now you is. Then it hold. So that when they breathe out that air, they will get small moisture. That particular paper they absorb the water, so you're not gonna cause problem in your eyes. Like you sunglasses them. So now one way that one day I just want for advice on people and back in case on you actually have to use glasses either for read or in a public place. Then I'm your advice for that side. They will come out to the mayor inside where they try for say the rehouse people from that Kinjimi area and other Bome area them who for let them go and housing projects where it run. Then at the same time, I read back say, I don't know if that confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's not true. The vice president said they run alongside another program when 10,000 houses there, they try for sponsor through the World Bank for like we build now 6 miles. But my only area number one, I just want to get a bit of a doubt. I believe say initially one time ago, almost about months now, when we interviewed the mayor regarding that. They may ask him if he say he mentioned all the strategies and he count the population of Freetown and would then get for able for go out, for go try for do this rehousing for Pull-Land and Freetown, so that they will carry and go on that side there so that the Freetown will congest. But I don't know if na agreement between the vice president or na in they do and separately forget a name or the mayor involved in them. But if you're not involved in them, it's up to everybody in agenda. But I feel in other projects and I just want for people to know say if they undergo so that population in Freetown will be minimized by rehousing them. Then at one point that one day. Then when we come out to this other area itself of the COVID itself, I just want to advise the ministry, them what we go for bring to them say, then I cannot, whether we don't build one building for leprosy, within the step that we want to go down Kinjimiso, now the very rough. That side then we don't build just after the dental clean hospital. Then we don't build a story building, will be in the house now, the leprosy, the TB patient there, and then they admit them. And then they get treatment. Because initially they been near the mortuary. And that was years back. But they decided for sponsor and through leprosy and other people there for letting go treat them at that place there. But for now the very building that they use for isolate people that we get COVID disease. So I just want to encourage some people that would know the family and let encourage them say they're not afraid for going to Connaught Hospital because already the building of itself is isolated, they out of the campus of the hospital itself. But the only thing no more want for back the medical they get for know that area they now people them be don't they way vulnerable they get treatment when a TB patient then. So now for that few patients then be don't die now hospital day because then they among the COVID people they would then they isolate there and some of them positive. So now for that some of them don't say they don't die inside that very Connaught hospital. The other one back who died recently, a diabetic patient, na 34. The other one, a kidney patient. But the problem when they get, they try to isolate the vulnerable people that will look liable for get the sick COVID away from the new patient they wouldn't just take in when a COVID positive, so they go there on their own. Then the one that would take treatment for other diseases and wouldn't liable, wouldn't get underlying sickness, then that sickness will be say, then will likely get this sick and it will kill them. They know they try to isolate them. So far, so good yet. So now that side the back, I want to just say, the building of the Connaught is safe. But the only thing on that isolation area, people they take the treatment for TB and so they admit they want tuberculosis, dry cough, what they call it. So then we'll try to think of pulling them people in there, now one section, it's not possible now, but at the same building, then they use. Then I'm on side number one for just try for take. And regarding the advice for distance, social distancing, I feel say if the mayor able to introduce that system where they say a one way in and one way out, it will be difficult, as I always say, because when the wind picking, it take a gradual process. In Sierra Leone, now one of the places them where the environment will call for that. Now for that, even the World Health Organization try to talk today. Now we will not we expect that people will die in Africa or get for just live with the vaccine. Because then look at this setup, all the population, the market setup, the overcrowding, people they live Bokuna one house, for say it will be very, very difficult for let them not go able for take them for let them go avoid for let the sickness not go spread. So now me on side I want for that side no more. And apart from that, let them just continue the continuous hand washing wherever they know say don't get in contact with something. They not say now hold them go wash. Because when they see some other areas, then therefore pay people then for come pull them water tank. So then they even struggle for get water. So not to say any minute like they go wash your hand. You just wash your hand at any time where if you say you don't contact something. Then the gloves then now finally, then the people then remember say gloves then back they use not go fine. One, it cause fomites, they will collect disease and pass on to other person. Let them not bother for use gloves. Instead, let them continue for wash their hand after any contact and use the mask. Because the gloves themselves again, now rubber then they use them. Some people then get latex allergy. We'll be seeing them wear them for long. It cause crow or after their skin. When we don't know that get excess energy and not get. So the best thing they avoid the gloves instead of they use their hand. But I'm here just stick for this time here. And I tell you, thank you very much for inviting me for this program. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, make we bring in Aisatu. Yes, Aisatu, what you get for it today?
Hi, good evening, man. Good evening, everyone. I hope see everybody they do okay. The week don't become a difficult one. Some days, there is something that's a little bit optimistic. And some days we just the cases then we see it make we wonder how far would it go with this COVID-19, how well would it therefore succeed in the end. But we really hope for the best for we country, and we need for do this together. We need for continue for sensitize with people them. We need for continue for the call and do your own bits of education, to people them. So no say we educate one person, that person educate another. If the chain go that way, they will educate a great number of people them. At the same time, we will try to break the chain of transmission of this virus here. So we know they see nobody. You don't know whether you're not 2-year-old, whether you're not 60, 90, they pick. As long as you don't come in contact with the virus, you're at risk for contract the virus. And then if you don't take the necessary precautions, then we include the hand hygiene, meaning you wash your hand for at least 20 seconds. And for ensure, say, you not touch your face with dirty hand. We don't do that. And, you try to do social distancing. And at the same time, you follow the measures and what they don't put in place for, say, let you wear your mask. We in our public areas, them. That is a very important thing for the constantly preach to with people them, whether now with friends them, with loved ones them, with family them, maybe even during the week, try for call if not 1 or 2 times a week, just so that how then they do, whether then they follow them measures there. So this is not a fight for everybody, not to fight for one person only. So government, they do your own, we self therefore do your own, and in terms of the mask, where then they talk about, we therefore know say there's a mask where we say not for everybody. Where Usfred just mentioned the N95, not to everybody to wear N95. N95, yes, now the best mask. You get a filter, now they use for airborne isolation them, where we say now mostly healthcare workers then can wear them, but then before then say like you wear them, they go for do a fit testing. If you're not somebody where get a respiratory problem, we will sustain, that mask there for a very long period of time. So before I be wear that mask, yes, I don't pass the fit testing and everything, but as soon as I go to the isolation room, especially like then TB patients there or somebody that we get like any airborne contact isolation, I know they spend so much time in the room because it's so difficult for stay with that for long. But now with the fact that every day we wear masks, like not a routine thing, so I'm more comfortable with it. I can even wear another mask over them because since the N95 is very scarce, they're not a lot waste down like that. But if you wear another like a surgical mask on top of them, you will pull down, they replace them with another one, then you keep the N95. So now that I will only tell people then the face cloth mask is effective. Because why? If you talk, you don't talk to somebody for at least like 1 minute, the droplets, if you don't get mask on, can stay in the air for about 8 minutes. Okay, so let people know say a very effective measure for try for put this COVID-19 transmission under control. So people can understand. Even you talk loudly, so the droplets where they go in the air, for that long and it is steady, if you motorcar them be there, you don't come inside the motorcar, then you just come, somebody just get off there, you back go right in there. If they get the virus, you come in contact with that. So there are a lot of follow them measures and they for ensure say when they wear mask or they go out, is very important. The social distancing, that's 6 feet away. Now, a very important thing, Lord, try for, really implement that and they avoid crowd, and that will help with country, greatly. And the fact that the mayor, we don't put some measures in, which could be then for start, I'm sure anytime soon, whether they're going to market them for wash their hand, whether they come back, then wash their hand. We really pray and we hope that we people then follow them measures there. So, they do this for anybody, they do them for yourself, they do them for the country. If everything come back to normal, you will go back like the market, you will go spend the time we want to spend it, but at this time, Lord, just work together and for make sure say, we try to put COVID-19 to the past. This is not a challenge for every nation, not to just alone. We're not challenges them they face right now. And then I do want to say, thank you to the First Lady for what he don't do for the country. We pray that he continue for do more. We pray that other people then continue for support him. We themselves get way of feeding people that we need help like that country. I think if we get philanthropists like this, where they continue for do good things like the country, we will really try for find ways in how we will improve that nation day. So we want to tell and thank you, as well as we want to tell the United Arab Emirates thank you for their donation. Anything what person do for you, if you appreciate them, because now in money, in time and effort he put inside for ensure say he try for help, and we want. Thank you for that. And the other thing is, I really want for find out, the last time Musa do some kind of investigation on people that whether the lockdown, the inter-district lockdown was really effective. It do a very good job, with the hope say, the EOC and the government do some form of follow-up just for make sure say, the borders and sides for make sure say people that they just left any sign no more for going on the other side, because the way the virus they left one district, they go to the other place now because the road them people they do certain things the way they're not supposed to do just because of money. The money where they make really not enough for like take care of your entire problem then at the world. It will just take care of you that moment there, and then before you know it, it's over. So Lord really all work together, and we want to tell with journalists and thank you. Then they do a good job. The one that they report, talk to the camera, AYV, Sarah Network, SLBC, Democrats, Radio Democrats, all they do well. I believe Star TV as well. Lord commend them for what they do themselves. They risk their life just like the healthcare workers. Them we know say damn it, and I didn't at the front line right now. I didn't at the soldiers right now, and we hope for a better conditions for the healthcare workers than anybody within the health sector. That includes nurses, doctors, CNAs, CHOs, anyone where it is come in contact with the patients. We really ask with government, let them try for make the conditions them really better for the people then when they do this, because now big sacrifice to everybody they do them thing, and they where would have people then a host then they out there for make sure they help the country go before. And then the other thing is people then within at the quarantine center. We really hope say they make the condition, the living condition for them way better than it is, because you take somebody out of a house, they say you for isolate now, so because of this and that, because of one control, where you do that, then you make in life miserable. Then that's not something where the government really need to take a look at and for make sure say the people then they get the water where they need, the cleanliness, the feeding, and things that when are the basic things then and they ask for an officer and they say buy me a luxury car or luxury clothes. They're not asking for that. They're just asking for place that they can sleep well, eat well, and then know that they will be taken care of. And then they need for also look into them people that will they die for find out what is the underlying cause of their death, because I think if we know that, it can help we say, these 29 people that we don't lost their lives. So, waiting will be the cause of that. That will help them for how best and we will treat them patients and in the isolation center. 462 cases, a great number. Just within 47 days, for where we don't enter the march, whether or not so we want to call them, for Salon being the last one, if you think about it, in West Africa for joining this COVID-19, and the number of people who don't lost is just too great, So I feel say this now something then where I feel say we all together, if we work together, we do everything where necessary, we country can go before. And that's not my own take for tonight. And I believe in Sierra Leone, and I hope that we all believe in Sierra Leone, no matter what party you are, no matter what tribe you are. If you were born in that nation, you will show true patriotism, no matter how it's going to be seen. But at the end of the day, we believe Salon will better, Salon will succeed, we will come on top at the end of all of this. All the struggles will not go in vain. And we want to tell the government, thank you, they did put some measures in place in the beginning, but we do want them to reinforce some of them as well. Thank you very much, AAA, and yourself for all that you are doing, the time, and all the panelists, and all the people that we did call, we did listen. We want to tell everybody thank you. And I thank you very much. Good night.
All right. Thank you very much, Aissatou. Thank you. Yes, that's Nabin Aissatou Kakejalo from New York. We in-house doctor. I think we'll get some Naya next week. For can't throw light on some other issues them way down they arise concerning the COVID-19 at the world. So I think it's necessary for me to ring the bell before Salon Self begin encounter such. Make we carry to Tony. Yes, Tony, what can you get for it today?
Yeah, I'm from Ulemuna, Kushe and Kabo. I just want to commend the First Lady, Mrs. Fatima Bio, for a gesture wherein he extended a kind, and then gave 10,000 people them something. That's a very good example. And we to make a comment on that first, now because of say if one person, when a First Lady, wherever I get in finances from, can feed 10,000 people. Collectively, the government for able to feed more than 10,000 people we're vulnerable and do a lockdown, especially for Western area. We're not saying they have to lock down the entire country, but especially the epicenter, where in Afriton, where things very, very volatile right now, where it very, very there at a point wherein it's like we see figures coming every day. I think they need to really do the same thing and then go in different communities. If they can identify the different communities, they can able to liaise with the honorable and councillors them or demand them or chiefs them where we able to identify. If we turn out to that kind of large spread wherein you can able to identify communities and we're vulnerable. If she can do it for give 10,000 people across the country, we don't need to shut down the entire country. But you can shut down Freetown and just cut down the spread. You understand? And I still want to commend the mayor of Freetown, Akisoya. I always believe in women because me now one person will me support Akisoya because Body Gibson will just commodity. We get about George Williams or we self media in a city council. We not Freetown we born. You understand? Where we born our Freetown those days, we see Akibobet in term. Streets like Brook streets, they get dustbin, they get dumpster. When a day with the two you get people there say you get Ministry of Works, Workman, you get people there with the clean. Now they them base they all assign each dirty box. All areas you get your own dustbin. all area and documented in the under a proper management system. We not get beaucoup different agencies the way they collect dirty, but the dirty may be under a well managed system. You understand? Having a lot of people collecting garbage, not doing anything. Now, how effective and efficiently they can do their job, they can deliver the job. Now, the most important thing. And it come up with a very good thing where you say people therefore use their mask. Now, the various markets place them where they within Freetown municipalities. But again, it's a good thing with other mayors, them, other regions, themselves can replicate the same thing. They have to copy best practices. It's not compulsory. But if them can do them at Freetown, elsewhere can do them. We at least don't begin register minor cases, just a control measures. Because the reason why we lay emphasis on Freetown, because Freetown, now they the density day, now they the bulk of people that way they transmit. And just like I said the last time, somebody can be infested and walking among people them. You understand? It go don't share the thing to plenty people them before even then get them tested. You understand? You go sneeze in public transport, you go sneeze in public places. It not necessarily mean say the person get for go to markets before, you understand, a use mask compulsory. And you likely say the other day that mask is compulsory. People therefore use them. But it's not effectively, I mean, you know, they see people there 100% they comply. You understand? You say we they live, so the compliance level is 99.9%. You understand? 99.9%. Everybody mask up. You understand? If we can lock down Freetown for now as a measure, we can't be playing quick fix. 3 days, no, we open. 3 days, shut down, we open. 3 days, that's quick fix. And quick fix has been the problem we make USA within a day with this, with like a TD. Well, you therefore make drastic decisions. You have to, as a leader, you therefore make them with you can't please everybody at all the time. Even in normal time, even in your relationship, even with you picking them, there are certain times you have to take certain decisions. Yes, they might not like the decision you take, but it's for the good for them, for you young picking, even at home, even our families. You understand? So they can't say, okay, because we have to look at the situation. If the first lady alone can feed 10,000 people across the board, across Freetown, and this government, they receive funding. The last time you reported an announcement over 37 billion. I began asking myself, 37 billion. We not even reach, the curve not even flattened yet. We still get, a linear graph, I go say, or a parabola or whatever. We not even flatter it. We don't spend 37 billion. And you and me can ask yourself, whose side don't spend them? You understand? Whose side? You understand? And waiting at the effects, and waiting at the impact. Because it's not about spending those money, it's about the impact. For me, as a figure person, it's not about spending money. Now the value for money, waiting at the able to see, waiting at the results what they get. We're not getting no results. And most of the people that they appoint for those jobs, these are people people that they serve the government already, where they receive salary. You understand? So an officer then get for begin pay them thousands of dollars again because they already been paid. Yes, they can receive allowance or whatever tip they want for give them. It's not about create a few day way now create job for the way normally they work. But they have to spend it prudently. You don't have for being spend money because this the people when they donate money, they come in, so we get for spend on 50 fat. We saw the same thing happening in the past regime during Ebola. They mismanaged the funds. People that still they cry. Ebola victims they still they cry. Most like people that still they cry just because. And those are the things we mitigate against the past regime. Those are the things. So they have to be really, really careful. It's good coming on TV, coming on radio, giving us very good presentation of PowerPoint. That's good. But that doesn't move a mountain. That doesn't change the figures. The figures are still coming up. They have to actually take things serious and deal with them because we don't want to be in a situation where in Guinea go down begin recover, Liberia go down begin recover. We still get a runaway cases. Wherein the figure just they go up, just they inflate, just like we're seeing every day. You understand? We know say when we copy from other people, we can do a pass back. So they therefore be really, they were very proactive when they started. They still need to think out of the box. For me, I'm not seeing anything because nothing is being enforced. You understand? For me, I think that they're going down. It's like they're running out of ideas. They just come a presentation, tell us this, tell us that. They need to copy best practices. They need for sit down together with the mayor of Freetown, see how they can able for come with a plan. Like everybody, compulsory. Let them not begin to say, oh, this, not this, not that. If they can be strict on other things, let them be more serious on this thing, because the only way you can cut the spread right now, that drastic spread, is when people are mask up. And that's one thing. You got to educate the people how to use the mask. Because people are using masks, then they touch the face, then they play with the face. And mind you say, this is like a shifter. Where they shifter the virus or whatever thing where you try for shifter. It then at the face for go inside your mouth, so you know. So I see some people all day and they touch the mask. There must be, or there has to be thorough education, sensitization, how people for put masks and how they for take them off, how they for handle. As you said, the education aspect of using masks has to be key. But right now, if they're not really cut the spread, people then they move about left and right, center and forward, people then they go walk at the same hall. You see like they open a big hall. If you go up now, then the way the commercial department is a big hall now, just partition there between them. Somebody can sneeze and everybody don't get her. You understand? And the banking hall now, so the banking hall there all day. You understand? Then can I say, so the only way you can prevent those things, everybody mask up. You understand? Then I want to come with the last thing I mentioned. You mentioned our private school, then they pay school fee, then they ask for school fee. Me now one victim. You understand? And the reason why I make me pay the school fee, you understand, because then they supply the picking them school work. You go to school, you go collect them books them and whatever, then they give them assignments and everything, then come home, do the assignments or do whatever school could and give them, then return and back to school. Like the school where me picking they gonna so then they do them. So basically, even when school closed right now, they still find a way where then they go to school, collect books, put their assignments, and they follow up with them. We call them parents and create some classroom, create WhatsApp group for the parents there. You understand? Create WhatsApp group so the parents and they follow up. Then they get information from them group and they were picking and when for go collect their assignments, when for go this. In those scenarios, yes, some of you not mind for pay because it's helpful. Instead of them sitting home just playing this and that and that. I don't know how some other school then they do them, but we on school because they come out plain tell we say some of these teachers, they have families too. And then they pay them. So next school and in a young school then we like do not get reserve or do not get enough fund in a bank wherein then go secure loan. You know the loan rates and interest rates very high. So in order for them for help for pay the teachers them, they not ask for too much. You say they pay 3 million, then go say pay 1.5. In that scenario, then some school now so then do. So in that, may not be mouthpiece for them, but if we say if now so the school then where some man they complain say picking and they go then they pay school fee. That's not a fair deal. It's rather than they help you in one way than just they take the money in your hand and then they give no service to the picking them. You understand? But well, I mean now they are go end me own. You understand contribution. I want to tell you thank you for this opportunity where you create, even though at times some of we not can get time for contribute, but we can listen every day. I mean, it's a very good job you're doing. I mean, it takes people with passion, takes people with courage, because me at times Sunday, I can tire for listening. One day I take Uber, the guy driving me na Salomon. They talk na phone way before I can inside the car. Make like 7 minutes to Salomon because everybody, you go salon businesses before even this corona. All man, they are complaining. You see people today into pocket groups. They discuss about salon, the problem in a salon. If not a family problem, it's about political, about things happening in a salon. Always we not get any good stories them. Now few times we go get good stories them. And the reason why salon they suffer so now because they make bad choices. You know, so I mean take down the you effort to salon. A very, 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 very. I wish one day, we add them where they did, or I will then go see say somebody within the diaspora where they make we feel closer to home. Because what you're doing, a lot of people then they get closer to home, get first-hand information where not to grapevine or where not to gossip. Because some people then before you go get the right story, all man go don't carry with you. Sunday you know some people can tell me certain things like say, me don't get the real story, but not in a lie. I can tell us about a lie. Even when they free talk. We're more informed than some of them where they in free talk. When a very good job you do, brah. Thank you very much, Abraham.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Make I go through some of the messages then. Na Facebook. We get Amanatu Sanusi. He said Tripoli for a year time and energy sensitizing Sierra Leoneans home and abroad. Job well done. God bless you and your team. Good night, Tata. Okay. Good night, Tata. Make we come with the scholar. Yes, scholar, you're live on air. You name and also you call from?
I name Lucinda. I call from Minnesota.
You get 3 minutes.
United States.
Yes, you get 3 minutes.
Okay.
What's your contribution?
Yeah. Me your contribution to everything. I go wonder with brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone, they understand. The present condition today where the country don't they too. The thing with me they ask for, they ask for peace. We were in this diaspora, we were there. Now we get forgive hope to brothers and sisters then. Sometimes this politics, they fight for APC and SLPP, is not necessary. Now what we there, what they bring on at the table. In fact, because other things they all there, you say, you don't get this what you don't get this. Most of other things they are not for free. So now at this point in time, even with China, other countries they don't begin review the contract we get with China. So as far as me concerned, I go one, His Excellency Brigadier Julius Madabio, let them try for review any other arrangements where other past government we don't get with China. Make we not wait one day we country have been sold out. Few days ago at the recent international world news, Kenya Parliament, they were so against each other. All waiting they say no, we country not for Sri Lanka and Sierra Leone, where they have already sold their airports. So we get for understand this. Right now, all waiting we do so, SLPP, APC, most of them think they are all a propaganda and news. So more free not to this we want for this we country. Because there, home is home. So more free, we want to go back. But how we can go, we want to get something we're able to give back our community. But we not want tomorrow again, we become another country we get for the other colonial rule, when like China. So at this point in time, I want all Sierra Leoneans then. If His Excellency said they listen, this particular radio station, where me brother you don't make some more free, we they give with voice out. Let them try for review. Let us see how many billion we don't owe China. Because we get a lot of way how we can do. Let them begin pay that debt, or it is out of that agreement. So now your contribution with this. All
right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Mo Karamosi, he said, Tony, he said, me point down on the, he said, why the mayor of Freetown, he said, they not include inside the EOC. Now, in the mayor of Freetown, he believes, say, if for be one of the people, way for implement, this call coming where they read, way for help for implement the rules and regulation them. He say, get major role for play by the control of COVID-19 na Freetown. That one day they come up from Mo Karamo na Facebook. Yes, call ID live on air. You name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Brahma. I call from New Jersey.
You get 3 minutes, Brahma.
Yeah, I think I will tell you thank you for the opportunity. What you want for talking about this mask? The mask and the people idea what again at all. We call it today. I talk with a couple of people from Freetown. Up to this day, when we talk so, the people that they tell anyone who I talk to, they tell me say they not believe say the sick in a salon. Today, not to yesterday. Today we I talk to them. People who didn't Freetown say they not believe say the sick in a salon. Even though I stress to them, say this thing in a salon. I say when I not go wait, stay. We in America, we like 2,000, they die right now. We not go wait till each particular position there before I begin to take this serious. So I don't know. The government really gets they really get for continue for the hammer home their message and it because the people do not believe say this sick at all. And that mask, all Lentin and it. I don't know we country. Don't again this political tension, we not go stop for talk about that. Then two sets of people here, because don't tire for calling him. They know themselves. Then two sets of people there. Then really get for put themselves together. Because we don't want waiting and corner that country. And as for the government specifically, they own, I don't know waiting for calling. Because they carry in opposition, but they always the members them they talking them gonna AYV, who go be different, or not go be this, or not go be that. Look now waiting they happen. Everything will be the happen to the APC themselves and they happen back. So the last thing, the one them who you say they criticize you. Me, I'm not surprised because they seen at this very station, even though some of who they talk say we not get party, you see people in the camp, then they still try to put me in a camp. So we're not surprised for Nandi because we Salon people and we intolerant. We don't want nobody for criticize we or party. We criticize, oh, then go say this is belong under. So me, I don't care about Andy. Not listen to them. Detractors and they're everywhere. So not listen to them. Forget about them. They're insignificant. So I'm a contribution and thanks very much. I continue for listening.
Thank you very much, Brahma.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, hey, Triple A, good afternoon. Mina Umar, I call from Los Angeles.
Yes, Umar, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for taking the call. Today, I need to talk about Corona. I just want to touch on little things that we've been talking about. One, I just want to talk about this new appointment with Madabio. The question is, now people are with them don't fire na them position here, na they 11 appointment here on a new position they create. Because mind you, now the same man this will be the top during campaign say, honest by Chroma in government, he bloated. Now it just the hire. Two, this the party chairman, why again now the same problem this will be got with APC regarding Ambassador Usman Yansane. He work as the party chairman, then Ambassador na Ghana, he not even did it, but he get paid for that. He get paid for in party chairman, then they get paid. Now the same thing again with this Mr. Adin. First, they don't hire them, then fire them people and say, okay, then go there in party chairman position we get. Now he grab back, he hire them. We don't know which thing they go on. Just that local contest department, one green position, they put 4 people in there. And at the same people in there, why they talk about money? Then I want to. Would they raise an eyebrow? How would they sit down? Then people they just fire all the old officers that will be they say by age. I'm not saying that by age. Something they under that. They just sit down and fire all the guy then. The next one I want to talk about, now that transport minister. The way we want to try for Mosul, that director now maritime, that same transport minister is a very arrogant guy. If we can recall with memory again, the same guy that they will go put the ballot box them during the re-election constituency 110. Now the same guy is. Because this guy will in the try for fire. Now good thing where one of the board of directors that stand say, no, you cannot fire him because we get right over that, not to you. Even though we're in position, they're under your ministry, but you don't get right for fire them or suspend them. Now that's what we want to talk about today. I mean, to talk about Corona because we people, if they want to listen, let them listen. Because the triangulation, something that you get for Siam, for let you know, say, area. Meaning, we don't want them to talk to them. But how long we go for? They say they care us go now water, but you need to force them for drink. We don't sensitize. Then they see TV, CNN. In fact, now they know what CNN past recent. Then they see CNN. Then they see Al Jazeera. If they're still in a denial, man, you know, I'm not gonna have to foresee about Corona today. Thank you very much. Have a blessed weekend, my brother. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, Mina Umar for now. They call from New York.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. First, I want to tell you thank you. Your job what you do, I want for really. I wish we own institutions in a salon, especially the state table, for recognize it. Somebody they out there where they try for bring out the Sierra Leonean communities, the diaspora, and not just for bringing them together, but for even bring them home. Because trust me, at times when you they play songs, them I can feel like say Leone Frito, which is something good. I really appreciate that. I just want to add something little from what the previous scholars they don't talk. For let we able to defeat this disease here, so as a poor country like that, we get for embark on a massive sensitization. And if we say the sensitization way government and in partners then so far don't do, and if we say then able for get a strategy where they make let the people in really see the reality of what they go on. One, then two, the issue of mask. These are the two venues then where we seriously get for make use of. Myself, I get people away there in my own family where I make provision for mask, they I send the mask them, then show them a free toning, give everybody. I do a survey like yesterday. I try to call about 10 people there. And they call, hey, who's are you there? I know they're not in a house. Or are they outside? You don't see mask? Oh, no, I left the mask in the house. I think about I called 10 people and only 2 people in the video with the mask. And that tells people get the mask, but they know they use them. And even when people they use the mask, they know they use them correctly. Now, New York, what are they about over 80% of the people that will get infection, not so because of they know they use mask, not so because of they know they use gloves. Then they use masks, then they use gloves, but then they use them wrongly. We therefore know say masks get 2 sides. You get a wrong side, you get a right side. You get the out, you get the in. If the outside where they protect for let you not get disease from the outside, you they keep torture. Waiting at the essence of the mask. We therefore really sensitize people and say, when you get mask, go to for play with. As don't see people then get gloves, then they know they take off their gloves then they eat food with their gloves. It don't make sense. We really get for educate to people on anything here. So Triple A, I really appreciate you and your team. I wish someday myself get where I go see how I go able to be part of this team. We appreciate so much. Thank you so much, and you have a great weekend.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who side the call from, please?
Yes, I'm here to talk to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. The first thing I want to talk about now this Triangais, when they say the people in the salon and Triangais. We all Triangais, you say because some of us don't come overseas, we they follow the system where then they operate, where they operate on, and then come to here, and we don't become sophisticated, But we all Triangais, in the salon, some of us been there the same way, some of us for the day still. So many world Triangais, So all we need to do is try to talk to the people, not give up. Try to talk to them, because of the level, most of them level of education. We try to talk to them, try to encourage them, give them good words and try to get to them, not to be, not of what they get angry at them, and try to coax them, and maybe sensitize them, let them know, say, what they happen is very serious. Another thing we're supposed to do is these government officials, and the police, the military, when they work on the state self, and they self, and you set example, they're all for the masked up, So when people in the system, people in the masked up, then self will say, oh, well, this is not serious something. But when you see the officials, then they work on a street, they don't get mask, some then a chin mask, then get, So when people in the city thing, then they follow suit. So then therefore come with a strategy whereby then where they lead, Even the other way they want a TV self, then self, make sure say they mask up. Once they mask up, then go help and then going a long way in helping the people. As for the marketplace, I said the other day, then for ensure say they get a masking up campaign for the market then transportation, because the social and distancing or physical distancing, is going to be hard to combat, So that's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. This now waiting me while in a table. News meets me today. I think that's the reason why we get a lot of people in quarantine. There is a house where I know the people where they, and a nurse na cottage hospital. You remember that time where the nurse then be make that noise? Say then a cottage, then go quarantine them. You remember it was on a Saturday morning where I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, where then be get for make after the whole noise, then get for pull them, and be 112 then be say, now one place, then pull 56 where then carry then go joy. Okay, this time what happen. And say 2 nurse then be there and we escape for make them not quarantine them. Just imagine. You and a nurse, then say the doctor, where they positive, una always come in contact with the doctor, and say then the quarantine una. 2 nurse then say, then let the quarantine, then escape come out today. Since that time day, to date, with some of the nurses them, where they be quarantined, they even don't come out under quarantine, where no test positive. They don't forget them. But the contact tracing be still go on. And now they can realize, say, a nurse will be supposed for be quarantined at that time. They not be quarantined. And him be escape go na use. Now contact tracing reach na the use. After 3 weeks. So I think even the healthcare workers them, they really need for educate them. So let's say if that particular nurse day, we don't come in contact with the virus. So in agree, make them quarantine them, in agree, because if you are not there, you are not on the system. You're not in the system. So now later on now they can know. Whilst all that 3 weeks they in the news. And I begin for land say the compound, a crowded compound. Very crowded compound. Now they don't reach contact tracing, don't reach Nadios. They don't go with the immediate family within us. People and then Nadios. Crowded. They even they claim say some people not even they Nadios right now. They not be even there. And I also learned say one of the people and we not be there, go to another house. Now that other house they don't go quarantine they back. So you see, you escape me they no quarantine you run kind of use. You they live in a crowded place. Now they don't quarantine the entire house. Una already there. Crowded place. Then some people who know the will not be even sleep now. That they will go other side. Whose side they don't go now? They don't go quarantine the other people and they back. Where you should have saved the state the money, the time. You save the other people and then away. Then you can't go the stress of quarantine. And then you hospital. Agree make them quarantine you there. So the way you run pa. Now you don't end up go now. Because they say they don't care and go joy. So who's understanding what healthcare workers then get? Which understanding? What they get about COVID-19? Let's say if they play with them. Some of the healthcare workers, Because if they say then they quarantine on now, why you on? In the run where you run now, look how many people you don't bring come inside system. We not been supposed for the inside it. I think now one of the reasons this way make they see waiting where they see. And I know say like we now they try a bit about education, outreach about COVID-19 is really still needed in Sierra Leone. Just like what Brahma say people are still there in doubt, say, That's why every conversation where they get with people, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. They always try to remind people. I talk to a person and say, I know they know, I can't do me padina. They talk to somebody today. After I listen tell and say, what if you go there under now? Then a case can come out. Then your entire family will you return back now? Then they get, because Tetuma, you be don't go there, then they say, Uda be card and call your name, then they can't quarantine our entire house. This is the time you stay where you are. How long are we going to be saying this? They usa you day. You go market, you can not to detain this for go find person. You get for go walk, you come back. Not to detain this. It's a hard one, very hard one. Oh, they talk about social distancing. And whenever I can think about the Okadare, I'm like, man, the Okadare na pass all. Because right there's no social distancing. No social distancing. So, look, Michael Kagbo on Facebook, they say, what about the transportation? Yeah, exactly. The transport we take. Then they end out of it now X. That's why we know say right now we get community transmission. Because that transportation we take, no, Bufena. No. No, Bufena. Michael Kuka he says since it don't be 3 weeks, how come they not test time before taking heart surgery? If the test negative, then no need to quarantine all those. Yes, you are right. But now, waiting we land, they don't take them, don't care and go. Najue. So then they go do the test. Because, say first thing, then they say, then they wait first till you show sign. But if the test come positive, they are going to quarantine those homes. But for now, then they observe their homes, then they observe them. So, we just hope, say, people go hear the word. People need for hear the word. COVID-19 is real. Right now, inside West Africa, past Nigeria, because then Ogak Pata. But now we own zone now, where you call the Mano River, we own zone. Pandidai business, now they take the lead. So we really need for save we serve. We really need for save we serve. So we beg the healthcare workers in a salon, the ministry were responsible for make the healthcare workers they know. Yes, and other thing where they make people they behave so, and because of the appalling condition where the people and they talk with them at the quarantine center them, then they make people and they behave so back. And because of the appalling condition. And they make people and they behave so because when they know this and that, even the person where they talk to, they say, if they say now for can't take we for go. Now and that person go to Tiko no care go. But if then they get good talk about the quarantine center there, people then go. But that's back not to excuse for make you take something. Yes, we don't know if you get them, but everybody get them until proven negative. If we get that mindset today right now, I think it will help way big time. Because for the West, now that kind of mindset they try for chook power. Say all man get them until they prove negative. When you work out, you see company camp. You dey fight for make you get that 2 feet there. Or 2 meters or 6 feet. All man they see other person jump gun at the other side for worker. Just so you not pass near and gumping. Now this would only pan now. And face mask is very, very necessary. Do it any kind way. But make sure say you mouth and your nose cover. Not to chin mask, na face mask. Your mouth and your nose. It's uncomfortable. So that two side you go where you use them, you go remember say this is uncomfortable, but now for limited time make I run go back now house. We hope for the best for Sierra Leone. We'll take rest tomorrow. We'll watch AYV on Sunday. We'll join them. And we'll come here back on Monday. But always remember, listen to waiting the Master Sabi people empower well about the business waiting and they tell we. And we need for listen to. Not to waiting every Saturday day, even Sierra Leone. Not to waiting you see one meet or one controversial video, you take and say, they were waiting and talk, it look like saying this thing or the. As you begin confuse yourself so, you don't make yourself a prime suspect for coronavirus. So just believe say they and save yourself. Each one teach one. Whenever you get opportunity, please try for inform the next person. I tell us, say, I don't create sweet now you mouth so. Waiting now, patapata. I know, right? Yeah, this guy ain't crewing, not the play with him. You know, they play with him. But we'll go back here on Monday. Till we meet again, Triple say, ta-ta.